Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my retirement game here in College Football 25. As you see, 26 is downloading. That's right. And then I'll be playing that here shortly. But we're going to do the final game of the season, the bowl game here in 25. Oh, I can hit retire, so I'll actually hit retire at the end of the year when I'm done with this season. I'll play full game for now. I might speed up in the middle of the game. I might decide to sim some of it. I don't know yet. Depends on how fast the other thing goes. Navy helmet. They have a Navy helmet? Alright, here we go. Final game for my retirement here on College Football 25. Got my money's worth out of this game. 26 seasons.
Glad to have you with us from the city of trees, Boise, Idaho. We're here at Albertson Stadium, home of the Smurf Turf, for another edition of the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices mentally and from a confidence standpoint to turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes, Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice move to stay on his feet. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
The Bobcats have this offense rolling. He'll pull it on the read. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They go to the ground. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early on this opening drive for them. They're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Goodwin. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, what a move! There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Texas State!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire 1st quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Fresno State's offense has its 1st opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to
We're going to start our dynasty at Delaware State.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7.
New team for the FBS. We're going to start with them.
He's looking to throw.
See if we can
get it out on the screen.
Playoff.
Got room at the 35.
What the fuck was that?
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Cook. They're bringing heat. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
Headed to the end zone.
Wow.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it. Now, they can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Goodwin. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Bobcats. What a grab and go for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, I'd bet both of these teams would rather be playing in the college football playoff. But if you're not going to one of those games, there are worse destinations than Sin City and the Las Vegas Bowl. I'm just saying. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Idaho Potato Bowl.
And the Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit, and nifty pickup there. Second down coming up. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Fresno State right back to the line. Back to pass, it's Cook. He's right on target. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Scrambling away.
Come on!
He's going to run it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fresno State! And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They're going to run it to the right. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful when you're making the honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The second I hit R1, the R1 disappeared.
To punt it away.
I couldn't throw it.
3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Moving out of the pocket. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football, and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw.
Come on!
Zings it complete to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice stop on second down to get it to 3rd down.
To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
On second down, he'll fire. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you get to the quarterback, and he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I almost got it probably caught up in the other guy, and that would have been.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here?
Went on a winner,
Great
folks.
job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Any second. Get to the end of the season so I can get some new wins to championships. I'm also curious to see what offers I would have had this next week. Watch Texas A&M be an offer, I would have been pissed. Because if Texas A&M ever came up, I probably would have went to them. But I would probably go to Cal. All 4 are ranked teams too. And Central Michigan's a head coaching spot. Arizona State. Some good teams right there. Georgia and LSU. Georgia again. And Georgia wins again. Fuck. Alright. Final screenshot. Bracket screenshot of EA 25. got an east and west, I forgot. This was the schedule from our final season. Alright, let's do it. Retired. All right, let's close it out, and we'll be right back for the initial one of College Football 26.